Hello everyone, this is Amza Mazhar Sheikh, and I know that I'm late again, but trust me, we've been working a lot. We've got no time, and most of my time has been spent in the last 15 days consulting clients, giving them services, providing them solutions at the same time, taking care of our dispatch. So, yes, we have comprehensive teams for that, but at the same time, what good a CEO is if he or she doesn't, just go on and mingle with the teams and gets to know with the company's daily day-to-day operations. Nonetheless, we today here with Client Diaries. It's a very exclusive series that we do, and sometimes we're late. Sometimes it's literally like once a month, but obviously every time it's worth the wait, and obviously we try our level best to just simplify all those complex researches, calculations, and data that we've gathered, and obviously we just try to make sure that you get this information, and if you're in that particular type of business, it becomes beneficial for you. So, without further ado, today we're going to be talking about an unstitched clothing brand in Mumbai, India. It's a very high value premium differentiation focus based brand. And the biggest thing about this is that when they consulted with us, they were still in the Stone Age, in my humble opinion. And by Stone Age, I mean there was absolutely no online presence. There was no nothing on the internet regarding them apart from comments and some reviews and Google location. Trust me, they were that backwards. And what happened was that the original owner of the business, he did not want to go online, and he's a very old school of thought person. And it was his son who contacted us, and he told me that we've seen your videos, and it's high time we integrate our business online. But it's not just about going online, it's about a lot more. And the biggest thing about this is that there were more issues with their businesses as we unveiled lots of aspects, and as we did our research, as we did our audit, and things were not quite as they thought that their business. No, they thought their business was like in a very good position in the offline category, but numbers are something that do not lie. So numbers, they said something else. Nonetheless, so this is an unstitched clothing brand. This is a fancy wear, party wear for females. That whole mukesh and pashmina suiting, I with three piece and two piece. I have no better way to explain it right now. But their product line started from 4,000 Indian rupee all the way up to 20,000 Indian rupee. So this is their gap, the kind of market gap that they're filling right now. And from the past 60 years, they've owned this shop, and they have the single shop. There's absolutely no other outlet in no other city, and their clothes have been very well liked by all the customers across the globe. And the ones that are buying from them, they have become loyal, they're regular. In one way or another, they find a way to go to Mumbai and buy from them, or they just ask their relatives to buy it for them. So this particular brand, they weren't very much interested in expansion. So there was this typical state culture mentality that we had to counter, that we had to consult with. Was this one person? He's the owner. He's sitting right in front of the shop with the glass next to the glass door, and he's very happy with what he has achieved. In the past 60 years, it's only one outlet. They've made money, but their growth, their revenue growth isn't much, and their profits were declining as well. And the reason is that I often say this: if a business is not moving forward, even though they think that they're standing at the same place, they're moving two steps backwards every day. So when we talked about it with them, we discussed the numbers with them, we audited their financial reports and all, and it took us quite some time in doing that as well. And we had to it was a big hassle for us to gather all the data and then analyze it. And the revenue wasn't growing at all. Profit margins were declining in some categories, they were stagnant in the other. And given this status quo, if we compare it to the benchmarks that we have nowadays, this business was towards a decline. So we discussed everything with the son, who was the one who contacted us, and he was the one working with us all the way through this, and he was our point person in this whole project. So when we discussed everything, we also went with the HR audit, in which we saw that some of the old managers, they were making they were making problems, they were making customer experience bad. Some of them asked for additional fees below the table in order to complete client orders. Some of them had their own line of dispatch, which wasn't the official line of dispatch of the firm. So this firm doesn't deliver, but a certain employee, by his own name, by his own credentials, started to dispatch the store inventory. And, products and SKUs being missing was something very normal. And they would just write it off at the end of the last ledger, the ledgers of Saturday, or last day of the week ledger every week. So it wasn't a big thing that if your product is missing, they would just say, okay, fine, we'll just write it off. This was something bad. Apart from this, they had no online presence. But before online presence, the biggest thing that we saw was that there was no brand that existed. There was only the name. People only remembered the name. There was no logo. There was no identity. There was no business strategy design. It was just a bunch of lucky decisions that took place. No, not lucky decision, but rather normal decisions that went lucky for them, and they were just playing on them. They were just relying on them ever since those decisions. So there was no product line analysis. If someone would come up and say that I want this certain kind of premium thing for party wear, they would not say that we have this and this collection. They would say we have chiffon, we have organza, we have net. So we saw their sales pitches as well, and they weren't actually sales pitch. Just they were something like, they would just introduce the product itself. They would not give it a name. They would not analyze the kind of premium product that they have, and they would not play on branding strategy. And obviously, if there is no business strategy, then there is no branding strategy, and ultimately there is no marketing strategy. So there was no website, no online presence apart from one Google business profile, which was very hurtful for us, for the kind of brand whose customers are residing in United Kingdom, United States. They were not providing, they were least bothered about their customers all across the globe. So there were lots of solutions that we suggested to them. There were lots of things that we corrected for them, and obviously it's a long and comprehensive proposal that we gave, and we implemented this proposal as well. And we're working with them to start with the retainer with us. Now we're working with them to start on a retainer with us. So hopefully we'll see what they make of that, because our retainer is not just digital management services; it's business development service as well. So we've collaborated with lots of marketplaces across the globe. We have enabled this business to go towards B2B programs. They're doing online retail as of this moment, and the owner specifically asked us to set up Shopify Premium, which we did for him. And apart from this, we have set up an entire business branding and marketing strategy for them. We analyze the foot traffics, we analyze their customers, we analyze their purchase decision triggers, we analyzed the kind of ads that were supposed to be run in order for those purchase decisions to be triggered, and ultimately making these people, targeting the head category as a whole, and obviously making them, all of them, the customer of this business. Apart from this, we enable global retail. We've had collaborators. Uh, with this business, we've suggested two more outlets, and this business actually had the capital to start an outlet in UAE, and which they're working on it right now. Apart from this, we've set up regular shipments to United States, United Kingdom, Canada, UAE, and Australia. And this business has lots of orders from the Middle East, and they're working on their UAE outlet so they can cater the whole Middle East from over there. There were lots of issues with this brand, and obviously when you go online, there are lots of opportunities that are waiting for you. Not every aspect is based on online functionality, but at the same time, the biggest thing it gives to you is that it makes you visible. So when you think about going online, remember one thing: it's not that your business won't be get benefit from going online. Every business gets benefit from going online. And please let experts do it for you. It's not about using WordPress, Shopify, Framers, Webflow. It's a lot more than that. It's about knowing when to run Google ads, when to run Meta ads, and when to run none of these ads and rather work with the collaborators and marketplaces. When to do all three of this. Apart from this, this whole move towards B2B has been very exciting for them. And given the current status quo, we know that they will potentially have us on a retainer because they need us to go towards B2B entirely. So we're working on setting up a supplier platform for them. We're working, create sub brands, more sub brands because they need to segregate their product line, and obviously we would also work on market development because I believe 5 countries is not enough. So it's a big thing. We've also suggested product and service development as well. Service development require you see we enable stitching for them, so that's a bit of service development because stitch products are more valuable outside of India. That we've researched about. So you see, the biggest thing that we've seen right now is that they need more kinds of stitching services because a lot of customers have asked for specific and customized orders, and they're ready to pay a premium on that as well. So that's good profit margins as well. This is something that has moved them towards the Pareto rule, and I've often explained the Pareto rule. So I believe this business will grow in the next year, and so they've already experienced revenue increases as of this moment. But in order to check whether there has been real growth or not, it would take around 6 months from now. So I'll get back to you after 6 months regarding this, and we'll know what we've done. So I believe I've talked about this particular suiting brand from Mumbai, India, and this is for my Indian words as well. You see, running a business has become an art. It's not just sitting on your gala and thinking that everything has been is being taken care of. I'll take care of everything. I'll watch over everything. Only businesses with systems will survive now, and I often say this: only the best businesses will survive now. The best businesses will be the one that are not dependent on any kind of market, border, or customer segment. These are the ones who would sell their products and services regardless. So stay tuned for more. I hope that I've made my point. I'm always open to queries. There's a bit of business communication second part that is left. I'll be sharing that in the few coming days. Thank you very much and grow global with our guard.